It's your boy again. We are back with another Church Nerds episode, man. We got Norman Heath on here. We got Pastor B back in the Church Nerds.
He's back.
He's back. He is back. We got Gabe Jordan here, Brandon Travis, and always we got none other than the man himself, Andre Buford. And I'm your host, Jay Baldwin. But we got a special guest with us tonight.
Special guest.
All the way from Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids. We got none other than Gabe's little sister, Layessa Jordan.
Hey. What up? Now tell us all the dirt. Tell us all the dirt. How terrible was Gabe?
Do he really got a poster in his bedroom with Todd Tribbett?
We want to know. Everybody wants to know.
Everybody want to know.
I don't know. I've never been in his bedroom. Nah. That's too much for me.
Oh, you funny.
She's saying a lot of stuff. She don't want to go. We ain't gonna go.
Chill, Jay.
We ain't gonna be paying. Listen, we are excited to have you on here with us, man, because this is a very special episode, y'all. This is a very, very special episode.
Very.
If y'all don't know, we got two Jedi Masters on here with us. Jedi Master Versus and Jedi Master Reed. But if you didn't catch the quotes under Miss Jordan's and Brother Gabe's, I hate you.
My favorite line. The most pivotal line in the whole series.
The whole
Broke your heart.
I almost cried, Jay.
Did you really?
I almost.
No, that's
man.
legit.
Yeah.
That is one of my. So I got Jordan Jack, my sister. That is their favorite line. That whole sequence. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power.
Oh my goodness.
That whole freak and Pastor GBT, he looking like so confused. You don't know what we're talking about.
Whatever it is, it's great. I love it.
Listen, man, if y'all don't know, we are having a Star Wars episode today, man. Star Wars Celebration just happened a few months ago, so we saw fit. We should have a Star Wars episode, man, because it's literally it's one of the biggest franchises.
Yes.
In the world. It's probably made almost the most money out of any franchise. If I'm correct. Like the fan base is ridiculous. People go hard for Star Wars, and I'm thinking it might be more than Star Trek. Am I correct?
Oh man, it's not even close.
Because them Star Trek, them Trekkies, man, they went hard for a little while. It was
yeah. Oh, here's Brent. Here's Braden. Oh, my bad, Brian.
Man,
you've been gone so long. I forget.
Oh, shut up.
Listen,
Wow.
Lele, since you are a guest, man, listen, we always do this to everybody that shows up on the podcast. You gotta tell us, man, what is something that you grew up to be nerdy? What's your favorite thing other than Star Wars? What else are you into? Nerd related. Marvel, you a big Marvel girl, huh? Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite hero? So we all gonna judge you after
Iron
this.
Man.
Oh, like brother, like sister.
Listen, Pastor GBT don't like that.
Smart. The brains.
So I'm assuming you cried in Endgame.
Oh yeah.
But who didn't though?
Why wouldn't you?
I'm not crying over no white man.
Why you crying over this fictional man?
Bro, I felt like that was my uncle when he passed. Bro, when he said I am Iron Man.
You talking about the man?
The snap, I knew it was a rap, bro.
You talking about the man who did blackface?
Oh, here we go. He ain't lying though.
Of course, you gotta bring that up.
His character was doing blackface.
His character.
I'm trying to help him, but
the fact that he was okay with that clause in the contract, you have to put on blackface. It's crazy.
Now let's keep it real for the people. His character was highlighting how wrong it is to do blackface. All right, it wasn't just him doing blackface just because.
So his character was highlighting how wrong he was.
No, the movie. Well, whatever.
I repeated back exactly what you said, man.
You gotta explain that.
Next subject.
Gabe, I got one word for you.
Next subject.
Cat. Stop the cat.
With a capital C. With a capital C.
Listen, man. Look, we have this is gonna be fun tonight, man. This is something that I think all of us, maybe not Pastor B, but something that we all grew up on, on Star Wars. I'm sorry, Pastor B.
First of all, you gonna stop coming for me because I ain't said nothing all day.
You ain't been here in 2 weeks, so we coming for you.
Number two, I know enough about Star Wars.
Oh, he's about to mess it up.
He was about to say track. He was about to say track.
And when I don't know, Chat GPT knows. So now let's get started.
Listen, all right, listen.
Hey, wait,
AJ.
When y'all mentioned Star Wars, the first thing he thought about was the stars in heaven. He was like,
that's something you thought about.
The war between angels and demons.
Yep. Y'all know all about.
Listen, I just want to know, man, before we really get started, because we having a versus tonight, man, because this is gonna be good amongst these famous characters. All out of the mind of George Lucas. Shout out to him, because I don't know, like, how did he even come up with this concept, of a space? It's technically called a space opera, is what they call it as, But what in his mind put all these different pieces and character storylines together? Like, it's just amazing to me.
Jay, me and Lay was actually talking about this the other week.
Really?
I feel like he borrowed the narrative overall storyline from the Bible.
Really?
You gotta explain it.
The concept of
from the Bible.
I feel like he stole it.
Oh, you gotta explain this one.
I feel like he stole it.
So
and I have mixed feelings about this, and I'm gonna explain why.
I just want to know who Jesus was.
When you look at the overall 1 through 6 of Star Wars, it's a story about a man who was projected to eradicate the Sith, right?
Mm-hmm.
But somewhere along the way, he lost his way and he fell.
Fear.
But it wasn't until the love of his son that came and resurrected that love back. And it was because of the love of his son, Luke Skywalker, the Sith Lord was eradicated. Doesn't that sound familiar to y'all?
Oh,
no, it sounds not familiar at all. It sounds like you made that up.
He got GBT chat up.
You preacher's kids can make up.
Hey,
make it sound like it's supposed to be
tread carefully, Pastor B.
Tell you about these.
Don't come for the PKs. We united. We like Captain.
I'm united with you. That's why I'm saying it. I can say what I'm saying. I said
you know what you did.
Jay,
look.
Don't that sound familiar?
No.
But was it?
I forgot.
Wait. His son redeemed the father. What Bible you reading?
Man, you too detailed.
I said what I said.
You too
details, man.
No, there's only one patient. That's all.
Gabe, why they always after you, man?
I know, man. I feel first it was Braden in this blow up stuff.
Hey,
and we go keep off of live.
Hey,
by the way.
Since you mentioned blow up, Gabe.
I'm just trying to figure out who is Braden because Gabe done called 5 people on this chat today. Braden. Who is Braden?
Sorry, y'all. I was watching Power earlier.
Oh my goodness.
You are hilarious.
I mean, I see what you're saying, Gabe, but I'm like, wasn't his dad still trying to bring him to the dark side before Palpatine was trying to kill him? Pretty much. Then he decided to say, no.
Hey, I'm looking at the end result, Jay. Y'all too detailed for me.
You two churchy.
You're the one with the deep understanding
revelation.
of how Star Wars is.
Okay, we're gonna have to send a memo to Bishop Jordan to say your son is teaching heresy. We can't have this.
Put his name on the door.
Hey, man,
So Bishop Jordan, I know you watch us on the Church Nerds. Please, we're gonna pray for your son because I don't know where in the world he got this translation from.
Hey, I didn't say it was right. I just said George Lucas might have stole a little information.
If we be honest, most Hollywood directors, writers always take something from the Bible and put it in their scripts anyway.
You getting Star Wars mixed up with Game of Thrones.
Ain't no Game of Thrones.
But listen, man, I want to go around before we get started with this verses because this is gonna be good, okay? Because Norman, he's Jedi Master, okay, of the verses. He always brings the heat, and then there's always gonna be a DLC at the end if we have time. But I just want to know who's your favorite Star Wars character? That's what I want to know. I'm gonna go with. We're gonna go with our guest first. Lay, who's your favorite Star Wars character? Now there's a lot.
Obi-Wan.
Okay. Obi's good. Gabe.
Mine is Anakin.
Of course.
Anakin Skywalker.
Listen, that's gonna bring me to another question. But Brandon, who you got a favorite man?
Gabe does like the dark side, but
hey, it's just pick on Gabe Day, obviously.
Hey, we were picking on Norm last time, but my favorite would probably be Master Windu, and of course because he got a purple saber. That color is just cool as a saber.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna pick a villain too, I know you ain't say this, but also I would do General Grievous. I like that android dude.
Grievous go hard.
He's cool, man. I like Grievous. But yeah,
I like Grievous. Dre.
Han Solo.
Man.
Really?
Dang. What y'all gotta give Han Solo?
Han is cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Because he by himself. Everybody counting him out. Look at him now. Got his own movie.
Which was pretty trash, by the way.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Norm, who's yours, Norm?
I would have to say Lando Calrissian.
Man, that's a tough name. That's a tongue twister.
Hey, Lando Calrissian. He was the first black man in Star Wars. Lando Calrissian.
Oh, so it's a race thing.
It is a race thing, but not always. But plus, he had the whole Cloud City. That was kind of dope. He had a man with the robot head. He was like
Han Solo was Latino.
What?
we gonna pray for Andre.
And plus, he was a black man with a perm. That was in space.
He was
great. He had a cape. Phenomenal.
Norman said in space with a perm in space. How did he keep that together?
And he portrayed Han Solo in the second.
He must have put a lot of spritz in his head.
An oil sheen.
Pastor GBT.
Cocoa butter.
Pastor B.
Black folks not using cocoa butter.
Pastor B, you got one?
Luke Skywalker.
That's what them babies be having in church. Cocoa butter in their head.
and Vaseline.
Right. Smelling like butter and Vaseline mixed together.
Jesus.
You want to hold my baby? No.
I would say for me, it's Darth Vader, man. There's no other character that just.
Why are you so evil, Jay?
Darth Vader. I just love villains, bro. You see who my favorite villain is of all time.
But
villains are more fun to play.
Yeah, true.
Villains are way more fun to play. And then if you understand what they talk about, something like the older you get, you be like, you know what, y'all really actually make sense. Look at Killmonger. He wasn't lying.
Yeah, they tell the truth. They raw.
Villains tell the truth.
Yeah.
It's a little twisted, but I guess
it's a twisted truth. But
except for the high evolutionary, he was just yelling at my man for no reason.
Right.
He was just doing a lot. But Darth Vader, and shout out to the legend James Earl Jones voicing him too.
Yeah, isn't he done now? I heard he retired.
No, well, I know he voiced. I know he voiced Vader in Obi-Wan.
He sold his rights to his voice to them.
Really?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah,
really.
It's always
so they can continue to use it.
Wow. I mean, what other better voices are you going to get?
You got Allstate.
Nah.
Nah.
No, sir.
What about
No, sir.
Keith? What about Keith David? He's pretty. His voice is pretty good.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. There's only one James Earl Jones, bro.
That's true.
That's true. You
That's
know what would be
like-
dope though? One day, like if it was Vader, but he sounded like Optimus Prime. How crazy would that be?
No,
In
that'd
other
be
words,
crazy.
it was
I
Liam
ain't gonna
Gilligan.
lie.
Man, no, I just thought about this, man. James Earl Jones has played two important father figures in our childhood. He has played Darth Vader and Mufasa.
Yes, that's
Two
true.
important father figures in our childhood.
Yeah.
One turned to the dark side, and one was a great leader.
You
Yeah, he
said
was
father.
on-
You said father figures.
Father figures.
I don't know all about that, Jay. But
Darth Vader. Darth Vader was a father.
Darth Vader, he is a terrible father figure.
Hey, Darth Vader choked up his wife.
Yeah, you can't be giving this type of
Again,
advice.
he choked up his wife, and then when he became Vader, he was like, "Where's my wife?"
Right.
I was like, "Bro, you just killed her."
Nah,
No, Jay, he choked up his wife and then blaming it on Obi-Wan. You
Yeah,
did
that's
this.
what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie. I did like the girl in the series who was under Darth Vader. I forgot her name.
Oh, Ahsoka?
The black chick,
Oh, you talking about third
the
sister?
crazy one.
Oh, third sister.
Yeah, she was. Man.
Yeah, but he choked her up too. He picked her up off the
He
ground
did.
like she owed him money.
She had the nerve to try, and Vader was like, "You honestly think I didn't see this coming?" Like, come on.
Yes. Hey, and the fact was, he knew who she was the whole time
all
man.
time.
She was
because he
like a
said,
scallywag.
"Isn't that right, Padawan?" Like he knew who she was from the get-go. She
I feel
thought
like-
she was hiding something.
I feel like Darth Vader should have been black.
Well, he had a black
What?
voice.
I know, ain't that so weird? A black voice with a white man under the hood. It just
Hey, bro, I can only imagine the people in the audience when they took off his mask the first time, and it was a pale white man that sounded nothing like him.
Did y'all see that?
confusing,
Did
isn't
y'all
it?
see that video with Frankie Lyman when he walked out on that stage and all them white people were so shocked it was him?
Oh,
It was a white man. That's how they was in the movie. Darth Vader took off his mask.
When he took off his mask, it was totally different. The whole voice was just changed after that. I was like, "Oh my god!" But no, man, that's what's up, man. Listen, we gonna get into this verses though, and this is gonna be a good episode. I can tell because I know Gabe is he's a big Star Wars guy. So Norm, let's
Yo.
set up this first verses, man. Let's
All right,
do
let's-
who we got. What we got for the people, and we want you all in the comments. Who's your favorite Star Wars character? Which one's what's the best movie? Because there's still so many opinions on that too.
That's true. All right, here we go. We're going to chop it up here. We got pull the screen up. Cha! Here we go. Let me go ahead and do it like this.
I'm so thirsty. I'm just so thirsty.
Somebody's gonna say something. in that
Do you need a
side.
drink of water first before
For
we
real,
start, brother?
Brian. For real, Brian.
Oh, that was
That's what we
petty.
doing.
That was so petty.
Wait, what did he say?
No, if Jesus can go in the desert 40 days, I'm good. I'm
All right.
Chill.
Here we go. All right. First on the block, we're going to do an easy one. Yoda
Uh-oh.
versus Palpatine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Easy peasy. We're gonna start her off. We're gonna have our wonderful guests start us up here. My friend, my newly made friend. Start us up. What we got? Who we
Yoda.
going with?
Yoda.
There's no explanation. You're not even going to think about it. Like like you're just going to pick Yoda just out the bunch.
Mm?
Listen, Palpatine was nothing to be played with either. Now,
Yeah, but nah, just Yoda.
Wait, why you pick Yoda?
Hey, that's her pick, man. Let her have her pick. brother. Come on.
Why y'all coming down on
Jump
shit?
on her. Jump on her.
He's more seasoned than Palpatine, and I think his calmness is a great strength to him more than Palpatine. All you do is electrocute stuff. Yoda flipping around, lightsabers, and then decide to dip in the movie. Like, hands down, no, it's Yoda.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
I mean,
Okay, that's cool. Okay, all right.
that's a
Well,
good argument.
since Gabe won't talk so much, you can go next, Gabe. Who you got?
Hey, this is going to be kind of controversial. But I'm going with the Sith Lord, Emperor Palpatine. And you asked me why.
Go ahead.
I'll gladly answer.
We didn't ask, but
nobody
go ahead, sorry.
Hey,
Right.
well, I'll ask myself. The reason why I'm going with Palpatine is because he won. I'm going with Palpatine because he actually beat him. Not only did he beat Yoda, he beat Yoda so bad that we didn't see him for another 30 years after. This man hopped in the whip and said,
But
It was gone.
But Gabe,
he hopped in the whip
hey,
and said,
but
I have
hold
to banish myself.
Hold on. I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna pick Yoda, but I just gotta go back to that scene in Revenge of the Sith when he was fighting Windu. He almost lost. If Anakin didn't cut off the man's hands, he would have lost.
I mean, but some theories will say that's kind of two-sided. Some theories would say he did that on purpose to push Anakin to do what he did.
Nah, because if you say he did that to push him and you erase Anakin from that scene, he still would have died. I mean, when Yoda walked into the room when he was coming up against Palpatine, he waved his hand and knocked two guys out. He waved his hand.
How come he ain't do that to Palpatine then? How come he ain't do that to him?
And then Palpatine sent what are those Senate chairs in Yoda's direction? The man stopped it, reversed it, sent it back to him.
Look, Palpatine beat him so bad. The next time he saw Yoda,
he didn't beat
he was
him so
telling
bad.
jokes.
Oh, come on.
That man was disoriented. Hey, he wasn't even the same man we recognized from 1 through 3. That man was in a hut.
I'm going with Yoda. That's my pick.
Okay. All right. Hey, Dre, who you got, Dre?
Just because you win don't mean you won. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means, but it just sounded right. But I'm gonna go with I don't know. I'm gonna go with Yoda. Palpatine just sounds like a laxative. He just don't sound right. And look at him. He just look like he need a laxative. Like, and Yoda just looks so calm and mature and like, you know.
Hey,
I've always liked Yoda though, so I'm gonna go with Yoda because that's a personal preference.
Hey, and I'm sorry. Let me cut in one more time. I'm sorry because Gabe said it was all set up. When Palpatine was shooting lightning, he was basically electrocuting himself, killing himself. If you saying that he set that up for Anakin,
like that, if he hadn't saw Palpatine,
almost died, didn't he? Palpatine.
he almost died.
Oh, what you talking about, Gabe?
Palpatine was so cold. He was chilling with the Jedi for 20 years before they actually found out he was the one.
So my original
original
statement was right on point. Just because you win don't mean you won.
Looking like a shrimp or Squidward.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That's my pick, Norm. That's my
Thank
pick.
you. Thank you, Dre. Thank you. Pastor GPT, who you got, brother?
We going with Yoda on this one.
Oh, my.
We going with the man who actually lost against us. That is so crazy.
He didn't actually lose.
He did.
Right.
He
Because
retreated.
he got help. Palpatine got help. He ain't win by himself.
He did. They were fighting 1-on-1.
Oh,
I thought he was depleted. Come on, Brandon. You feeding me false information. What's going on?
I never said he was depleted. Hold on now, brother. I said he was in the scene before this fight. He was in the room with Anakin, Windu, and that's when he shot him through the window. The power, all that stuff. So
one of the best lines of the whole movie.
But I'm saying
Unlimited power.
But I'm saying this is my last comment. I'm saying it could be argued who won in the end, because I mean Yoda came back through the Force, helped Luke to come back. defeat the Sith. So who won in the end?
Yoda playing the long game. I got you.
Just because you win don't mean you won.
Yeah. Let's say that.
You might have won the battle, but you ain't won the war.
There you go. There it is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Brian, why you keep getting so close to the camera?
Because I want to.
He's trying to feel the force.
Mind your business.
all right, Jay, who you got, man? Who you got?
Man, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to have to agree with Gabe on this one.
My guy.
And y'all, listen.
You must like Ty Tribbett now too.
Hey, Ty, your favorite artist?
Hey, I was about to say that. That's crazy.
He did move to Michigan. I'm just saying.
You let off that conversation. But I'm going with Palpatine because, like Gabe said, not only did he was the mastermind behind the whole Clone Wars.
Yes.
If you watch, I know we're doing the main trilogies, but if you watch the Clone Wars animated series, Palpatine was behind everything, putting things into place. Not only that, during that whole entire time, he was putting little stuff into Anakin's ear.
Yeah, since he was a kid.
Since he was a kid, to turn him over. Okay,
Literally. That just
But
means
Yoda-
that just means he's a pedophile.
Well, this was a great show so far. It was a good run. It was a good run.
You gotta,
I would say
Brandon, you need to switch hats. You are out of pocket tonight.
Don't get me wrong. I love Yoda. Yoda's one of the greatest characters, period.
Keeping it 100, Jay.
Okay, he's one of the greatest, period, point blank, okay? But Palpatine suppressed his dark power for over 20-something years. Even Yoda, who is a Grand Master, did not sense that the Emperor was behind everything. And let's not misspec. He put secret chips into all the clones and said, execute order 6.
Yes. And Jay, he did this all.
Jedi. He killed all the Jedi.
But
Bro, and he did all
though.
this. He planned all this while seeing Yoda and the Jedi Masters almost every day for 20 years.
Every single
He did not catch him.
Nobody's excluding his genius, but we talking about fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting when
He won.
He
beat him.
Grand Master Sith Lord. Listen, here's the thing. We didn't get to see Palpatine really fight like that because we only got that one scene between him and Yoda. Okay, I feel like if it was a longer scene, because they kept cutting in and out between their fights, so I'm sure in between those cut scenes they must have been like going at it. Okay, even more. You know what I mean? But I'm going with the Sith Lord, man. I'm going with Palpatine. Palpatine's that man. He's that guy.
Okay.
There we go. Well, that was very,
Norm, did you go?
Yeah, Norm, you gotta say, yo, Norm.
I'm the referee, man.
No, you gotta go too, man.
You have an opinion.
Okay. Brother, whoa, hold on.
Even the refs throw a yellow flag. Come on.
But no, okay. So if I had to choose, if I was part of the conversation, I would honestly say at the end of the day, I would have to go with Yoda, honestly, just because. To your point earlier, Gabe, you said that he used the lightning, Palpatine, to kind of trick Anakin into saying, okay, well, that's great. Unfortunately for Palpatine, that trick always backfires on him because every time he lost, it was because somebody reflected lightning back at him. So that's kind of a bad play to go with if that's your play.
Did it backfire when he fought Yoda?
Did it backfire? Did Yoda reflect lightning back in his face?
No, I'm saying, did it back I'm just looking at the results.
Hey, you got to analyze that because when he shot that lightning and Yoda blocked it with the lightsaber, what really happened? Was it the force of the lightning that stopped, or was it Yoda's using the force that caused them to blow?
All I know is
so
Palpatine flicked the lightning at Yoda and it knocked his lightsaber out of his hand.
It did.
That's not what happened.
So ultimately, though, Palpatine was a better better in strategy. Palpatine, definitely, you're right. He did had a 20-year thing where nobody knew he was him. I definitely agree with that. But in the end, everything backfired on him because Vader threw him down a tunnel and he lost, shocking himself. The Rey came back and reflected the lightning. She drew all the Jedi power into her and blew him away.
We counting that? That was so trash.
It was in the movie, man. So,
I'm sorry.
I mean, at the end of the day, he was great in strategy, but it all backfired on him at the end. So there we go.
So Yoda wins this battle.
So Yoda wins this one. All right.
Yoda wins the battle. So there we go. All right, good show. Good, fantastic.
Gabe
wins the battle.
was so defeated.
No, he wins this battle even though he didn't win the actual battle.
Just because you win don't mean you win. There we go. That's the quote.
You said it wrong, Norm. Just because you win don't mean you won.
Thank you. Just because you win don't mean you won.
Got you.
LeBron James.
Don't do this tonight.
Don't
do this tonight.
Why? Shots fired, man.
Yeah,
Norm.
I'm sorry. It was too easy, man.
Norm had all that pent up frustration from last night.
Hey, since we talking, what's some of the best fighting scenes in the Star Wars universe, man? There's so I know.
I mean, yeah, this is one of them.
This is definitely one of them. This is one of them, but there's still ones that's like top tier, god tier, man. Lay. What's your favorite fight scene? Or what do you think is the best fight scene in Star Wars?
Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Knew you was gonna say
which one?
The third installment. Which that was the Revenge of the Sith, right?
Yep.
When he was turning, he got burned.
Yeah, that one's the best.
Feet got burned.
One. I hate you. You've done this to yourself. That's my favorite part.
Everybody has quotes. That's because everybody literally quotes that entire scene.
I mean, let's keep it real, bro. That scene was almost like a musical. Like the choreography. Like it was crazy, man. And just the fact that you're seeing two people, like you're battling the tension of two of your favorite characters,
right?
Actually battling it out to the death now.
Yeah, and
right.
Two brothers.
Be like even father son. You say brothers, but Obi-Wan taught Anakin helped raise him.
Yeah,
so.
Especially after because Obi-Wan was just about to become a Jedi from the first movie. The only reason he took him on was because Qui-Gon died.
We
find out
Qui-Gon was going to be the one to train him.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how Anakin's life would have panned out if Qui-Gon got the chance to raise him up instead of Obi-Wan.
Right. He'd be a master of death.
That's true. Wait, so you say that that fight and that.
So which one did you say?
The one between Obi-Wan and Anakin from Revenge of the Sith, the final season, final scene. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that was a sweet one.
Okay. Gabe, what do you say, man? Well, you got what's your favorite one, or what do you think one is top?
Say the last one again. Say the last part.
Which one's your favorite?
What fight scene? What's your favorite fight scene?
Which fight scene is your favorite? Or which one do you think is like the best in like all the Star Wars trilogy?
Ty Tribbett and Kurt Franklin.
One day Ty Tribbett or Kurt Franklin gonna see one of these episodes and wonder why we keep talking about these two guys.
I know.
I know Kurt Franklin don't hold his word, so we got.
He does speak in tongues.
Okay, Gabe, go ahead. My bad.
I would have to agree with Lay. That final fight scene with Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan is probably my favorite. But I would say my second is probably the fight scene between Obi-Wan and Vader in the Obi-Wan series.
Yeah, that was good.
I think that is probably my second one because getting a chance, especially at the end. First of all, I'm gonna keep it real. I love Anakin or Darth Vader, but he always catching L's from Obi-Wan. Let's keep it real. he always catching L's from Obi-Wan. But just that final scene where Obi-Wan got a chance to see part of his face after all these years. You see the conflict and the guilt that Obi-Wan is battling with. Like he's pretty much throughout the whole season blaming himself,
right?
For Anakin becoming Darth Vader.
And don't forget that last quote, man. That last quote.
And then Anakin said, "You didn't kill Darth Vader.
I did.
I did." Like, oh my god, like that was crazy. And the red and
he said, "You didn't kill Anakin. I did, not Darth Vader."
All right. Yeah, but those are my two favorites.
But I was telling, I'm gonna go to Brandon after me, but I was telling your sister earlier that how crazy would it have been in that Obi-Wan series, because that fight scene definitely is one of the best scenes. But how crazy would it? Remember when Vader had Obi-Wan in the dirt, in the ground? It would have been perfect if he would have said, "Now I have the high ground." Like, come on,
that
man.
would have been crazy.
That would have been chills all over. That would, but I would have to say my favorite, it's definitely Revenge of the Sith. That last scene definitely is good, but I'm gonna have to say my favorite scene is Rogue One, the last one, Vader coming out.
That's a good scene.
Going berserk on.
That was a good scene.
Yes.
Just the build up from it, because you knew something. You knew he was coming. You know, you got the glimpses of the very first movie, so you know it is going, and then you just hear that
dead silent.
And you see the saber just boom. He's like, "Oh, it's over now,
bro."
With one hand. Remember, he fights everything with one hand, so he's
going
back and forth. I'm gonna have to say that Vader scene from Rogue One is my favorite, bro.
That's tough.
Brandon, man, what about you?
Man, y'all done said all the good ones.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Well, all the good ones I think are good, but I'll just pick not my favorite, but just a good fight scene. I said it earlier, but definitely Obi-Wan and General Grievous, when that man started talking about, I was trained by Count Dooku and how in the ways of the Jedi, and then he busts out 4 sabers. Like, we've always seen 2, we've seen a saber staff, we've seen all kind of stuff, but never nobody with 4 lightsabers. So, but Obi-Wan handled business though.
Grievous was wild. If you watch the Clone Wars series,
so uncivilized.
Yeah. If you watch the Clone Wars series, Grievous was something not to be messed with in that Clone Wars series, for real. Dre, since you don't think that was, what say you?
I'm so disappointed in y'all that y'all ain't even bringing this.
Hey, he gonna choose the original fight scene between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan.
Nah. Although that was a tough scene. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth. However you say that dude name.
Qui-Gon.
Come on, bro. Qui, isn't it? It don't matter. Qui, whatever his name is.
It's black.
Versus the Darth Maul when that other lightsaber came out the other side of that stick.
Yeah, when that double
started fighting them both. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's the best. Hey, that's probably the reason I got into Star Wars.
Hey, you looking at ChatGPT right now?
No, I'm actually looking at 1:37 p.m. article.
Okay, gotcha.
Best lightsaber fights.
Oh,
but I couldn't think of none of them. I'll be honest with you. But that one, that's what made me get into it. That's why I like Darth Maul a lot. You know, he looked like that's the same demon in Insidious. Y'all notice that? That demon be traveling. But
you ain't lying. Yeah, when that double saber came out,
man,
nobody was expecting that.
Bro. He just start going in. He held his own too. He said, "Y'all ain't taking me down. I'm about to fight y'all with." Look, ain't nobody else had a 2-sided lightsaber, not that I could think of, besides him. So yeah, there you have it.
I can't think of nobody else in the franchise, bro, other than Maul that had a double saber.
Yeah.
No,
the animated what's her name?
Ahsoka? No, she just has 2 separate sabers, but she don't connect them.
Oh, she don't. Okay.
No, what's my man's one of the siblings from the like the third sister? She had a double lightsaber. It spun.
Oh, you mean the Inquisitors? Yeah, all the Inquisitors had one.
Yeah, the Inquisitors.
Oh, they didn't count. I'm talking about the original. Not these Gen Z. These Gen Z dark ones, dark followers, whatever you call them.
You're right. Norm, what about you?
Well, I would say, most of the ones you chose, I would have chose too. So, I don't know. They all were good. If I had to pick one that wasn't already picked, it probably would have been the other most iconic one where it was Luke versus Vader.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back when he says, "I am your father." Another very much quoted scene when he chopped a man's hand off. That was wild. For that time, that was wild.
Yeah. That's tough.
But
How old were you when you went to go see it in the theaters, Norm?
What?
Jesus.
okay, so moving on to the next one. We're going to just move on past.
Hey, you saw it right after he left the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Lakers game.
All right, so next up on the block.
Wait,
since y'all
That's
we
wild.
hear from Brian?
No, that's okay. Just keep going.
we gonna keep going. since everybody love Vader so much,
Okay.
we bringing Vader to the stage. Now this gonna be a match that has never happened. Darth Vader
Never happened.
versus
Oh,
Mace
I knew
Windu.
it. Do it. Yeah.
Now, this is gonna be good. Jay, who you got?
Wait, before we go, we doing like just Darth Vader overall or
Yeah, this is the dream match. So this is Pinnacle Darth Vader, Pinnacle Mace Windu. Now Mace wasn't no slouch, so don't get it twisted.
No, not at all.
No, at
Not
all.
at
So-
all. Oh man.
Jay Baldwin, man, who you got, brother? You need time to think?
I love both. Only because Mace Windu was that first
All I see is MFers. Excuse my language, y'all, but that scene, the one scene right there is, I know he was calling Darth Vader.
He always had that serious look on his face, man.
all the time.
He don't.
Oh,
he
man.
don't. He don't play in a movie that he don't look like this. This is the Samuel L. Jackson face.
Dog, this one.
It's tough, Jay.
I love both because Mace was the first Black Jedi that I saw, and he had the purple saber, like Brandon said earlier. That purple saber is like like a fan favorite that everybody want that saber.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't argue with Pinnacle Darth, bro. Like, who was messing with him? Like, let's be honest. Like, I'm a chat. Like, listen, I love Vader, but I'm going with Mace, man. Mace was no slouch, bro. Mace was no slouch.
All right, one for the black man.
And my thing is, and I think that's the reason why Anakin really switched over, because he could not. Because Mace was like, he wasn't convinced that he could be on that Jedi Council. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mace
It was playing at Anakin.
Yeah, he had that discernment.
This was like, we're gonna take care of business right now. Ain't gonna be no
How did Samuel Jackson sneak into these movies?
That man
You can never put him. I
He just
can't see
showed
him
up.
in those Star Wars movies.
Hey, he did some good acting, man. He was.
They like,
he an A-list for sure. He got it. He got more movies than Nicolas Cage. Come on now, that accounts for something.
You do. All right, Lay, who you got?
Yeah, so Mace Windu for me, man.
You got Mace? Okay. Lay, who you got?
I would say Mace too. Only because if Obi-Wan could beat
Right.
Darth Vader
Yeah.
at his prime, then I would think Mace would too.
All right.
Good point, Larry.
And,
Very good
and,
point.
and Anakin cheap shot at Mace. He chopped his hand off. So yeah. So
Yeah. He's gonna get that smoke.
Anakin, Mace is handing Anakin the business.
Okay. All right. Pastor B.
I'm gonna go with Mace as well. How about
Oh my
that?
goodness. I did not see this going this
Be a
race.
landslide like this.
He looked so
he
startled
just-
when you called his name.
He just looked like he bringing all the smoke. So
You know how
Hey,
when
what analysis from Pastor B.
you know how when you taking a nap in class and the teacher called you out of nowhere.
yep. Bringing all the smoke.
Three. The answer is 3.
Okay. All right, Gabe, who you got, brother?
Man, I hate that it's a landslide like this. I I'll start off by saying this: if Anakin hadn't have got his limbs chopped off, I would say Anakin.
Okay.
But because he got stuck in the suit, and because he has robotic limbs, I'm gonna have to go with Mace Windu, because we forget that even though we saw Pinnacle Darth Vader, Anakin was supposed to be better than that. But because he was stuck in the suit, it stopped him from reaching his full potential in a lot of ways. So because of that, I'm going to go with Mace Windu in the head-to-head battle.
My
supposed to be-
That
goodness.
was good.
What Obi-Wan said? You were the chosen one.
Yeah.
Man, it's like the Lakers all over again. They're getting swept out. What's happening here?
You know what? Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, that was petty. I apologize somewhat.
It was not petty. It was not petty. It was
Just get him while he's still bleeding out. Gabe's still bleeding out, man. That wound ain't healed.
Not at all, Dre.
All right. Hey, Brandon, what you got, man?
Of course, I got Mace Windu. I said that was my favorite character from the onset of the show. And just thinking about, too, what Lay said about Obi-Wan, I was thinking the exact same thing. Mace I believe, could take Obi-Wan. So, in a full focus fight, hands down, he'll tear Darth Vader.
And he was known as the best combat fighter
He
in
was.
the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
And because too, and when you strip back just fighting, because I mean they both use the Force. Of course, when the Force is used on the dark side, it turns into lightning, but they can still use regular Force. So if you strip both of that away, who's got just the more combat experience? Who's got better, fight experience?
Yeah.
I'm going with Mace over Anakin.
Yeah.
Because Anakin most of the time, well, Darth Vader right now, most of the time is just using the Force. Most of the time, he have there was scenes where he had some hand-to-hand, lightsaber combat, all that stuff, but not much. Windu though.
Yeah. And people, just a quick nugget, people say that the reason his lightsaber is purple is because Mace Windu was the only Jedi who could balance between the light side of the Force and the dark side of the Force.
Right.
And
If
not
you remember
completely turn over.
if you remember in the they talk about in the details and stuff like that, it's like just like you said, it's a complete mastery of the skill. So
Yeah.
if anybody was a true master, light and dark, it was Mace.
Was that a Shuka's case too? Because she had purple lightsabers in the anime.
I mean, that's what they stated for that color purple. So
I mean, it could be.
I thought she had white ones.
No,
She had
she
white
got
ones?
they purple. Well, in the fight scene with her and Darth Vader,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's purple.
She actually left the Jedi Order, but didn't fully turn over to the dark side. So, I mean,
Yeah, and maybe she's Samuel Jackson's daughter.
I don't think so. But, but like you said,
Hey, Jason, I don't think so.
I don't think so. But like you said, Brandon and Gabe, the hand-to-hand combat Anakin is emotional. So and Mace, he knows how to control his emotions. You know what I mean? It's always anytime someone says something slick about like Brandon, do it again. Every time someone he pokes him out. So he fights off emotion a lot of times. And the only hand-to-hand combat I can think of that you've seen his skill was Obi-Wan versus Anakin, and then when he fought Count Dooku.
Oh, yeah.
When he fought Dooku, you know what I'm saying? So
You talking about Darth Vader?
No, when he was Anakin at the time,
Gotcha.
He gave Dooku that L with ease, too. So, Anakin is not a slouch either. He one of the best.
Yeah,
But Mace Windu,
he's top tier, man. Top tier Jedi.
yeah.
Top tier. Okay.
Dre?
You could have probably go for Yoda.
I'm gonna call it tie. Yeah,
Tie. Draw. Okay.
a draw. Yeah, I'm gonna call it draw. Both of them are fascinating characters, and at their peak. So, they can literally, if they team together, they could destroy the Empire.
Oh, man.
They can destroy the worlds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, the results bring it in. Mace win by a landslide. Now, I mean, if I had to, I gotta go with Mace, just because that's a picture your mother make when you start messing around in church at the choir store.
Oh man,
So you gonna get it later.
I don't think Samuel Jackson's eyes ever been white. They always been yellow. Something's very odd about that.
They always been smoking black and milds.
Something, man. He need to stay out there.
Just a little jaundice. That's all. Just a little.
That's
Them
hilarious.
kidneys ain't functioning.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Hey,
But y'all know he go to
he
West
been
Angeles,
vaping.
right?
Who? Samuel?
He go to Bishop Blake's church. Him and his wife go to West
How about
Angeles.
that?
Mm-hmm.
All the celebrities go there, man.
Yeah,
I know he be cussing in that church.
Hey, preach, MF.
I think one of their streams for their anniversary, he dropped like 100 G's.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm telling you, man, the Kojics, they second to the CIA. They might be more popular than the Catholic Church.
Shout out
And Pentecostalism.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to our coach, brother.
I'm not.
Yo, I just want to know, Norm, before we move on to the next verses, man, what's your favorite spinoff of the Star Wars franchise?
I don't know. Most of them kind of trash though, so I
Yeah, I
don't
was
know.
about to say.
I would say Mandalorian.
I would say Rogue One.
I'm gonna say Han Solo. Solo.
I would say Rogue One too.
Yeah, I'm with Rogue One.
What y'all gotta get Solo?
Solo was a terrible movie, man.
good.
I didn't enjoy the movie.
That's
at all.
because y'all spoiled. y'all so spoiled, man. Y'all some spoiled Star Wars brat. Y'all can't appreciate.
Hey, Dre,
nothing
for
outside
somebody
of
who
the
loves storyline, man, you be picking some
questionable
movies, bro.
Twist. I've never seen Solo, so I just feel like
What?
nobody talks about that movie enough. So I just
Well, there's a reason why nobody talk about that
That's the
movie.
reason.
Hey, you had us going, man.
yeah.
I thought you actually seen the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to.
Wolves come in sheep clothing.
Oh my goodness.
What are you talking about?
Hey, so Gabe, so you didn't like Andor?
No, I loved Endor. I thought it was good. But to
That's
me,
hard. That came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
the
would've wanted
series.
that.
But to me, the Mandalorian is untouched
Except for
in
season
terms
3.
of like full body of work. Some people would say season 3 was kind of shaky, but I thought the end of it made up, the difference. But all 3 seasons of The Mandalore, in comparison to all the other shows, to me, it's not even close.
Man,
It's not
yeah,
That's fair.
no, that's fair. You excited to see Ahsoka? I can't wait for that.
I'm excited. I'm pretty excited.
I think that'd be good. I mean, it has to be
that's
the
a
right.
live action, right?
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. And I like how they're bringing in the characters from like the other shows, like
Grand Admiral Thrawn and
Yeah.
Ezra
Yeah.
and all them. Yeah.
Yep.
Ain't the
That's
girl
exciting.
from the girl from Man in Black play
Girl from Men
Ahsoka?
in Black.
Who you talking about?
Hold on.
Talk about the black girl.
Yeah, who is she? Ain't
Talk
she-
about
what
in
movie
Creed,
is she
playing
from?
Creed 2. In all the Creeds. What's it called?
What's her name? Tessa Thompson, is that her name?
Oh, that's Tessa Thompson. She played.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
That's how I was confused,
her?
Brandon.
It looked
Brandon,
like- It looked
you had
like
me going for a minute.
I don't know.
Wait, who are they talking about? Tessa playing Ahsoka?
Yeah, they're talking about Ahsoka.
No,
Tessa-
that's
he-
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her name.
She plays Ahsoka. Yeah, she plays Ahsoka. No, but I can't wait. But Rogue One definitely is.
Yeah, Rogue One.
That's the
That
best
was
spin-off.
good.
Brandon, you were so confident in Tessa.
Hey, they all look alike to me.
Goodness.
Hey, they do low key. I ain't gonna
They are kicking us
They
off the internet.
At this point, they all starting to blend together. Strong necks.
Oh, Jesus.
No, next
All
person,
right.
man.
All right, here we go. Main event. Here we go. Sequel trilogy. The original trilogy versus the sequel trilogy.
I don't even know why you put that last one in there. But go-
Yeah.
Because it's a part of the series.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we'll go backwards. Dre, who you got, brother?
I'm gonna go with the most modern one.
The sequel one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the art compared to the other ones.
Oh my God!
Come on, man.
It's just, like if you didn't know nothing about Star Wars and you looked at this, you'd be like, okay, well,
on now, but
I
you
know what
get-
I'm going to see tonight.
I mean, this
And
ain't
it's
art
not
beat.
the first two, but no. All jokes aside,
You funny, Drake.
I'm gonna say that the Anakin series, you know, the episode series was pretty good. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go
The
with that one.
prequels.
The prequels.
The prequels.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Brandon, you got.
Mm.
Mm.
You know, I'm gonna have to go with the original series
The original.
because
Okay, I get it.
everything it stems from that, man. I mean,
What that mean? That don't mean nothing. That mean it's better than the
well, you
episode.
said which one I like first of all, so that's what I like.
I don't like what you like. I don't like
I
that,
like what I
Brandon.
like.
All right, you're right. I just know I don't like it. I don't. I do not agree with
Given
you.
it, you know, just the original
I'm
storyline.
just
I'm
playing.
gonna go with
I'm just
that.
playing.
Sequels, I know you are. Sequels, prequels. I mean, it's always like afterthoughts to the original. You know, what can we
Right.
do before? What happened before? Let's build that up. What happened after? But it all stems from that main point storyline. So,
Right.
Okay. Cool. Gabe, you got a rap album coming or something? You okay?
Why he get so dark?
his nickname, aka Too Cold. I'm too
That
cold.
man put on a visor.
What's happening? What's your choice, Gabe?
This whole alter ego that came out.
Gotta be Darth Vader.
I'm gonna have to go with the prequel trilogy,
Really, the prequel.
1 through 3.
Really?
And I love the original 3, but just getting a chance to see, like, we all saw Darth Vader as this, you know, just cutthroat villain who's ruthless. But the prequel trilogy gave us a chance to see, okay, how did Anakin actually become this person? You know what I mean? And I was really invested in that. That whole storyline I thought was beautiful, and the way the Revenge of the Sith ended and how it just connected everything. I thought it was dope. And the prequel trilogy was literally my introduction into the Star Wars series growing up. So I got that attachment to those three. So I would say episode 1 through 3 is the
Okay.
favorite.
All right. Good argument. Pastor B, what you got, brother?
I'm gonna go with
I'm sorry.
the original trilogy, episodes 4 through 6. I'm going with-
Brian just be caught off guard.
Number one. Be quiet, Dre, so I can finish. Number 1. Gabe didn't pick it, so
Oh, Brian is hilarious.
that's number 1.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Number 2.
Yeah, he does.
Number 2. ChatGPT said people who like episode 1 through 3 are in a cult. And I ain't in no cult. So, I don't know what to say.
Does it really
My
say
chest
that?
hurt, man.
It,
My
it
chest
literally
hurt.
says.
Does it really say
I'm gonna read it verbatim. It literally says. It says
Oh, my chest hurt.
fans of the prequel trilogy, episodes 1 through 3, have gained a cult following over the years. And they need to reevaluate their fanship.
Oh my god!
I'm just
Oh
saying.
my god.
My head hurts.
ChatGPT.
Oh, my head hurts, bro. Oh,
Wow.
I'm going with.
Wow.
I'm going with the one with the most memorable characters. Original.
Gosh, that is hilarious.
Episode 4 through 6. I ain't in no cult.
Thank you, Pastor Brian Evans. We truly have missed you, sir.
that's the quote right there. I ain't no coat.
Hey, that Star Wars poster from the original, ain't that the same Thundercat pose in the Thundercat series?
Talking about the first one?
Yeah.
It's close. It's close.
You saying George Lucas stole that one too?
Man, he had to. At least the art. Lord.
Okay.
But it didn't come from the Bible, though. It didn't come from the Bible, though.
Okay. All right. Who you got, Lay?
Well, I guess I'm in a cult. Episode 1 through 3.
Oh, Jesus.
No, the reason being is because, like Gabe, I did grow up on episode 2 and 3, and then I went back to watch episode 1. I do love good origin stories, and I think they nailed that one really well. And also, I like that the relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan, especially starting episode 2, it was kind of drifting, but not so much. You could tell like their views were different. Like Obi-Wan was more like legalism, like no, follow the rules, and then Anakin's kind of drifting. So I think they did that well to move forward into episode 3, which was
Anakin
really, really
was like
good.
Andre with the PCAF.
No, you didn't.
Oh, my goodness.
But,
What is happening?
What is happening
but
tonight?
there is no cap there.
Oh, my goodness.
You are so right, Gabe.
Wow.
Wow, I was just gonna say that her comment was like resembling the church, the generation of legalism versus the generation getting away from it. But Gabe just took
Gabe, you
that
hit it
whole
right on the nail.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Dre isn't like that.
Yeah, I was just, referencing. It's not my belief.
Talking about Gabe. What you talking about?
Okay, Jay.
That's
Jay,
for another episode.
That was a lot to take in.
That was a lot to take in.
That was a
So,
lot to-
Jay Baldwin, can you bring us back to earth?
Hey,
please?
cut this out, man.
No, this is raw material.
This is. I can't, man. We live, brother. We got to do what we got to do.
We are not responsible for what anybody. This episode, we not
I love
responsible
this. I love
Game
the
up.
Saints.
On the
man.
Star
By
Wars
the way,
episode.
Miami just won game 2.
They did.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let me check my money line.
I can't wait to see the bishop.
my
I
Lord.
cannot wait to see the bishop.
Hey, I'm
We
still
got
paying them
nothing to talk
ties.
about.
Still paying them ties. You okay?
Well, here's the first thing.
I think I got the bishop's number in this phone. I need to call him right now.
Look. We are joking. Saints.
You
Yes.
just play
Yes. Yes. Please know that all this is in comedy, so we don't really mean anything. We love the PCAF and all the
We
bishops,
do.
and
Yeah.
We do.
some of us love tight tribute, some of us
I
don't.
ain't say all that no more.
Well,
You're
I'm trying to
too
get us
far.
not getting kicked off the air, man.
Oh yeah.
Watch,
So
next,
I love everybody in the
watch,
PCA.
next episode, Gabe gonna have a wig on with dreadlocks.
And
Talking
that
about
hoodie.
one of
And that hoodie.
them dread hats.
Jay, help us out, man. Help us out.
Oh,
Hey, who's
listen,
next?
Jay, come on, man.
listen. First things first. I feel
Woo.
like Marvel stole the concept art of all their movie posters because look at all these movie posters that Star Wars they have. You know what I'm saying with the main characters on front and the bright colors and stuff.
You said who
That's-
stole
You talking
it?
about with the Avengers?
Yeah, with the Avengers movies and stuff, I feel like Avengers movies they got literally the idea from the Star Wars posters.
Man.
For all they posters and stuff. You know they did. You know they he muted himself. Dang. Well, Lord forgive me, but I guess I'm gonna be in the cult as well because I'm gonna have to go with the prequel.
That's all right.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Because-
Well, I thought
listen,
you were original trilogy.
listen. I love the original trilogy, but I was introduced to Star Wars through episodes 1 through 3, and not only that, me and my siblings we quote the prequel trilogy more
Yeah.
than the original trilogy. Now, the original it started it all. Okay, we all know that it started a franchise. Okay, but we wanted to see like Lay said, the origin story of how how Anakin became Darth Vader.
Who breathing hard, man?
Right. Who is that?
That's Darth
Being
Vader.
Darth Vader right now?
Somebody need a CPAC machine? Let us know. We'll help you out. We'll get you one.
Hey, I want to know who that was.
So I'm going with the prequel, because like we said, we love origin stories, and that Anakin origin story it was top tier. It was gold.
Random. Episode 2, when he killed the whole village, that mind boggles me till this day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what mind boggles me more is how Padme just overlooked it.
She did. You all right?
Okay.
I still love you anyway.
Women and children, it's all good.
She was
You
a
should have
real one.
ran right there.
She was a real one.
Yeah,
That's funny.
But
she was a real one.
She was loyal.
She enabled him.
Hey, Brandon, she was down for the call. She was.
And ultimately, it got her killed. That's
She
what
was
happened.
loyal to the call, Brandon.
You slaughtered that village, man.
But here's the thing: like you say, that mind's about. It's still crazy. Remember episode 3 when he killed the
kids, the
young ones.
babies.
Yeah.
Master Anakin, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I thought that was genius of George Lucas to plant that seed in the second one to show what he's actually capable of in the third one.
Mhm.
Like that, those parallels were so genius to me.
But yeah, like you said, he slaughtered that whole
The younglings.
the younglings too in the third. Like, come on now.
But it started to like, oh no, like he's really going to the dark side. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
it's starting, like you're starting to change how you feel about him. Like, oh dang,
yeah.
he killed kids. Even though he killed kids in episode 2 too. We just didn't see it.
So nobody picked the modern series.
Ew, no.
I'll say this: the modern.
I thought you picked them. You said you like the artwork.
No, I know. I picked the episode trilogy.
Yeah, he
Oh,
recanted.
okay.
He
Okay.
recanted.
Yeah.
He
First of all, I didn't recant. I never picked anything. I said, look, y'all gonna stop spreading all these rumors about me. Even though some of them
so
true.
how come no one chose the sequel trilogy at all, huh?
No,
Nobody chose it.
They would have had a fighting chance if they would have kept going with what they did in the first one. But the second one just completely threw everything
Everybody.
out of
Yeah,
whack.
Man,
It threw it so bad to where they had to resurrect Chancellor Palpatine without giving us a proper explanation
Yeah.
of how he actually.
Well, now,
Yeah, he did come out of
technically,
nowhere.
they did put an explanation in Fortnite.
Fortnite. No.
Seriously, if the explanation of why
I don't play
Palpatine
that.
came back was a clip in Fortnite. I know, hey, it's crazy. I know. I'm just saying this is where it was.
Right?
But they shouldn't have to do that.
I didn't say it was a good idea.
You shouldn't have to get the explanation for it.
Norm, like, I didn't know
Norm,
the
you acting like Gabe. Nah, these inadvertent statements he's making.
No, but like you said, it threw everybody off. Like the first one, I like the first one. Force Awakens, I like the first one. But like Gabe said, they should have just continued off because everyone thought she was somehow related directly to the Skywalkers. Then come
Yeah.
find out the third movie,
Yeah.
she's married. She's Palpatine's great granddaughter or something like that. Whatever. Like it just threw everybody off.
Right. And we didn't even know Palpatine had kids in the first place.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And then they want to do the whole love story between her and I'm like, I'm not. No, I want to see a full out battle. Like, I don't want to see all that.
And how they did Luke was so trash to me.
Oh yeah,
Like my man's was bitter.
yeah.
But
The whole time.
like the whole time. Like
It was so like it
Yeah.
dragged the movie, his bitterness. It was so
Mhm.
sad and depressing.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just
And
pick
then
up-
they
just
rushed
pick it
the
up.
third one like
They did.
crazy.
yeah, but I feel like they didn't have a choice. Like they had to do so much like repair from what the second one did. Like I feel like the second one unraveled everything And then by the third one, they tried to do their best to piece stuff back
I read
together.
some. They said that there was like a whole director's change and stuff like that. Like they had to do a whole thing with that. You know what I'm saying? So like that definitely adds into it. You know what I mean? Because the first one, like, it built up. You know what I'm saying? We seen Kylo. He killed his father. You know what I'm saying? That scene still shocked me. I was like, whoa, I was not expecting
a nice
that.
scene. I get it.
That was a good scene, you know, and it building up. So so he's the next major villain that they're gonna be fighting. But then they do the whole
Snoke.
You know, yeah, it just got wild after that. It just didn't make sense at all after that.
And they killed off Snoke too early.
Snoke, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the only people two trilogies people talk about is the sequel, prequel, and the original. That's it.
So we're not gonna talk about the fact that Anakin got with an older woman. we gonna just ignore the fact that happened.
I don't know why that completely skipped my mind. Norm, he was older than him in the first movie. Yeah, you're right.
So
Norm, did you pick out of this versus who you?
I would say if I had to pick one, I mean, because I've seen all of everything. I
in real time.
The first one, I would pick the original one that came out.
Somebody
Just
say real time.
He did say in real time. I chose to ignore that statement. So we're gonna just bypass that one. But just because it to me it had the most complete story arcs for the characters. I mean, even the romance of Han and Leia made sense because they were the same age as opposed to, you know, the Cougar Town over here. And
right, there was definitely no siblings kissing in this original trilogy.
And moving on to the next episode. we're gonna bypass that.
No, are we gonna bypass the fact that Luke kissed Leia?
She didn't know that was his sister.
Nah, bro, that's still
you can sense it though.
You said what?
I said you should sense it or something.
Hey, but I will say this, man. In the original trilogy, that Return of the Jedi with the Ewok fight scene, the battle scene with all of them, that scene was great. I love that scene.
Why does the third poster for the modern series look like Lion King? Don't it?
It
do.
does.
He got the rocket.
Looks like Rafiki.
Yeah.
About to hold up a baby.
That's crazy.
Okay.
What's
right.
the DLC, man?
The DLC match. All right, before we get out of here, this is a DLC one. I went with something very interesting. Now, the only rule is that you have to choose one of these characters. So,
okay.
Cool.
Here we go. DLC. C-3PO.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, this is easy.
It's easy.
It's easy?
It's easy. Are we saying who's the better character or who's the most annoying character?
No, who is the worst character?
The worst?
Oh, this is easy.
Oh, that's
This is
easy.
easy then.
Okay.
It's so easy. They had to revive this man who did his voice into the. They had to bring him back just to fix what they did to him all the years ago.
Hey, they brought him back and made him a Jedi. They did him so bad.
They brought him back because they knew for a fact it was like, man, we messed this brother up.
So your argument is that Jar Jar is worse than C-3PO?
Oh, Jar Jar is way worse.
I would have to agree.
Jar Jar is way worse.
Okay.
Like I can't. Jar Jar, no.
Okay. Is it unanimous?
Unanimous. Did anybody have a C-3PO toy back in the day? Anybody had that? Y'all never had the little action figure?
Nah, ain't nobody. You must have had it.
I did. I had it.
Yeah. You alone in there.
Whatever.
Okay.
That character made no sense.
Jar Jar, it's unanimous, man. Jar Jar
was worse than C-3PO, who kept falling apart through every movie and didn't do much anything but complain.
He was just goofy.
That was it.
Like goofy meaning like he just every time you saw him, like, bro, why are you in this movie?
Hey, that man became a senator though, didn't he?
Jar did become a senator. That's very true.
Yeah.
But notice from episode 1 to episode 3, they gave him less dialogue to talk. So
good.
Yeah, because wasn't he Jamaican or something?
No, he was some type of mer or some type of aqua mer people or whatever.
No, you talking about the guy who
Talking
played him.
about the actual actor.
Oh, the actual actor?
Yeah, somebody. I don't know.
No,
he was mer people.
My bad. I thought you were talking about Jar Jar the character. My bad.
I don't know.
No, the actual dude, I don't know.
Norm, thank you for giving us this break after the last 2 DLCs you did.
Oh, no problem, man. You know, I the last one was kind of the Pat Riley one was kind of rough on you.
Yeah, that was rough. That one was rough.
But I figured
What was the other DLC? Oh, that was Spider-Man and Dragon Ball Z, wasn't it?
Yeah, Spider-Man, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, in other news, they started pre-production on Brightburn too.
Oh, that's what's up.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow. It took them a long time, but
I can't wait for that.
yeah.
So with the sequel trilogy. So Gabe, you probably know this. And you probably know this. So they are making 3 new movies or so. Talk about the Old Republic or whatever.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah. That's something I'm looking forward to seeing.
But
Why? Why?
Yeah. I can't sit through another Star Wars movie.
Because remember, Norm, they're in the cult, man. They like to preach.
Yeah.
Right about it. You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
They in that coat.
No, but I'll say I'm excited because
Jay, you might as well throw a hoodie on.
You said what?
You might as well throw a hoodie on, Jay.
Getting that coat with the hoodie.
Getting that coat, man.
Where the hoodie at?
It's all right, Jay. Come on over.
It's the summertime, so I don't wear hoodies in the summer.
Boy, you from Wisconsin. You wear hoodies year round.
You wear it too, so where's your hoodie?
I ain't in the coat. I ain't in this coat.
He ain't in Wisconsin. He an Indiana.
I was waiting on it.
It was here.
You walk right into that, bro. You walk right into that.
I don't even care.
You go to accept it.
Transparent moment. I ain't watched not one sequel movie ever.
Wow.
For Star Wars?
Yeah.
No, none of them, huh?
I was just looking at them posters like, man, I ain't seen none of these movies.
Really? The first one of the sequel trilogy came out in what, like 2013, 2014 or something?
Yep, and I ain't watched it.
I get it though, because the Star Wars movies never really jumped out to like a lot of my friends. Like they had asked me like, "You going to see Star Wars?" I'd be like, "Dang, yeah." It's cool movies. I mean, I'm not really into the books and stuff heavy like the fan base, but they still well made movies. I'm gonna go support.
Yeah, maybe I'll go binge watch the sequels. But as bad as y'all done talked about them, I don't know if it's even worth me watching.
I mean, they're worth watching for free.
Well, that was just the last trilogy. The modern it wasn't that good. The other one was good. But, anytime they try to redo something in modern CGI,
The first one was good. I just hate how they did the last 2. Like,
That's cool.
they changed that writer's
change
table.
directors. That's what happens.
yeah, it's true.
Change directors. But like we said, if I'm gonna watch a Star Wars film, it's gonna be either the original or the prequel.
Yeah.
I could care less about the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
So and then the spinoff is gonna be Rogue One.
Yeah.
Hopefully John Bodega don't see this. He gonna report our channel.
Or
shouts out to you, bro. Comb your
Hate
hair.
speech.
Hey, he don't even like Star Wars.
Right.
After those interviews he did after he was done, he was like, "Yeah,
no, I'm good.
never doing it again."
No, but think about how big Star Wars has gotten, man. Like it's so worldwide. Like
it's definitely global.
Like there's a whole land dedicated to it at Disney World, which was great because I went on my honeymoon and I'm not gonna say I geeked out when I saw the Millennium Falcon, like just right there.
It's a whole area at Legoland dedicated to it too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just surprised you went on your honeymoon to go see Star Wars.
We didn't. No, we went to Disney World on our honeymoon.
I know. I heard. I said that's all I heard. I heard it wrong, so I apologize.
Norman always had his thirst.
Yeah, Norman's disturbing the universe again.
Brian.
The beacon.
I'm just asking the question, man. That was all. So I'm glad you clarified that for me. That helps me out. Thank you.
Very funny, man.
Well, folks, it's time to go to bed.
Listen, man. Look, this has been another episode of the Church Nerds Podcast, man. We had a good time on here tonight talking about Star Wars tonight, and we are very grateful for our special guest, Layessa Jordan, here with us to talk about
Thanks for having me.
Lay, we are definitely gonna have to bring you back when we talk about Marvel stuff. I definitely want to hear your.
We got to discuss this whole favorite Marvel character of yours on another episode.
I'm
still on Dre like in Morbius, so.
That's great.
No.
First of all,
hey, he like.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Lay,
Go down that can.
Lay, come on, man. I was
He like
starting to like
spades,
you.
man. That's what
Look,
he
I
likes.
was just,
Uno, man.
do not be gay. Do not be gay. Please turn from the dark side. Do not be Darth Vader. Morbius.
Well, that's another day.
And Anakin, which is Brian, a Morbius. Like they, for some reason, they just.
Oh my God! Listen, man, we are excited, man. Listen,
I gave Morbius a
coming,
chance. Man. I actually went and watched.
No, you didn't, because you cut it off.
No, I watched the whole thing, and it was like,
watch it again.
Big old piece of trash.
I hate you. I hate this movie.
You've done this to yourself.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Just wait till Morbius 2 come out. Y'all gonna go see it.
Hey, there ain't no
Y'all
Morbius 2 coming out.
It's coming. It's
no, it's
coming.
not. No, it's
Trust
not.
me,
Hey,
it's coming.
that's coming out when Black Adam 2 come out.
Oh my!
Never.
First of all, different universes. Don't disrespect Morbius. Black Adam wasn't a bad movie though.
It wasn't terrible.
No,
It wasn't under the James Gunn regime. You know, so they had to get rid of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Listen, man, we are with the Church Nerds Podcast. We got some more things coming, man. We got more guests coming. I'm just want to let y'all know. We got more guests coming this way.
That never gets old, man.
And like I said, the Church Nerds is not responsible for anything that come out of Andre Buford's mouth. So
Or Gabe.
Or Gabe's mouth at that.
Jesus.
Somebody turn this camera off.
Sorry, Jay. For Norman, get rid of us.
Say the show is over.
Listen, that's another episode. We're gonna discuss this best Batman, because I know Brandon gonna have a big opinion on that. You know, he hasn't even mentioned Adam West from the OG 60s Batman. He ain't even mentioned him.
You talking about with the light gray suit, not the
light gray suit.
Yeah, he had the mask with the eyebrows on it.
That's wow.
Hey, with no 6-pack or nothing, just a beer belly.
Man was doing it.
He had a beer belly in that suit, bro. Hey, care.
That man had paper
like
battery.
He looked like sad toy.
Listen, we about to get out of here, man.
Hey,
we got more guests coming. What's up?
He was fighting crime like this.
With a full belly. A full belly of food.
Listen, man, we got special
game.
guests coming our way, man. We just leading up to our national convention, man. Listen, I just want to put that out there. Listen, July 28th through August 2nd, we will be in the SHOT, Chicago, Illinois, for our national convention, and that's gonna be our special episode in person live. We're gonna be in person live, and like we said earlier in the past few episodes, we're gonna talk about how this all came together, because that's just gonna be a really good time.
It started at a convention.
It started at a convention. We just want to talk about how this all came together. So listen, we are going to get out of here. Once again, I'm Jay Baldwin. We got Norman Heath. We got Gabe, Jordan, Brandon, Travis, Andre Buford, Pastor B, and our special guest, Layessa Jordan. We're going to bring you back another time, sis. But until then, we are the Church Nerds Podcast. See you all next time.
Merch dropping in 2024.
Do it.